Your soulmate made a choice in secret, you'll feel it soon. Don't scroll, pause right here, because if these words landed heavy in your chest for no clear reason, this message is for you and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. Listen to this carefully. Something has already shifted behind the scenes of your connection, even if nothing has been said out loud yet. A decision was made quietly, internally, in a space you weren't invited into, and that's exactly why it feels unsettling. You may have noticed a strange emotional pull lately, a sudden wave of memories, an unexplained heaviness or calm, or a sense that something is about to change without knowing why. Stay till the end, because the universe is not playing with your emotions right now, it's preparing you. Soulmates don't always announce their choices with words. They choose first in silence, in fear, in courage, in surrender, and the energy of that choice travels before the truth ever reaches your ears. This message is for you if you've been waking up thinking about them without a trigger, or feeling emotionally tender at random moments, or noticing your intuition getting louder. That's not coincidence. That's connection responding to a shift. Listen to this moment closely. When a soulmate makes a choice in secret, it's usually not a small one. It's a crossroads decision between staying safe and stepping into truth, between holding on to control and risking vulnerability, between running from destiny and finally facing it. And whether they chose fear or courage, you will feel it, because soul bonds don't require permission to transmit energy. Don't scroll away from this truth. You are sensitive to this because you are spiritually awake. Your soul picks up on changes long before your mind can explain them. That's why the universe has been sending you signs lately. Angel numbers appearing when you're least expecting them. 111 when you're thinking about new beginnings. 222 when your heart is trying to find balance. 444 when you're being reminded that you are protected even in uncertainty. 555 when something is about to shift whether you're ready or not. These are not random patterns. These are confirmations. Your heart needs this reminder right now because you may have been questioning yourself, wondering if you're imagining things, telling yourself you should let go, move on, stop feeling so deeply. But listen to this carefully. You are not imagining the shift. You are sensing it because the energetic contract between you has changed. Don't scroll, because here's the part most people don't understand. When someone makes a secret choice about a soulmate connection, it doesn't always mean they chose you or walked away from you in the way your mind expects. Sometimes the choice is internal. They decide they can't hide anymore. Or they decide they're not ready. Or they decide to try to forget you. Or they decide to finally face their feelings. And every one of those choices sends a ripple. That ripple is what you're feeling now. This message is for you if you've been feeling emotionally exposed without knowing why, like your heart is open even though nothing externally has changed. Stay till the end, because the universe wants you to understand this isn't meant to destabilize you. It's meant to align you. Listen to this moment. Soulmates often make their biggest decisions when they think you're not watching, when they believe they still have time, when they assume you'll always be there energetically. And sometimes, the realization that they might lose you is what triggers the choice in the first place. Your heart needs this reminder right now because whether their choice leads toward you or away from you, it is not meant to harm you. It is meant to reveal truth. Don't scroll away from this knowing. You may feel the urge to reach out, to check on them, to ask questions, to seek clarity. And while communication has its place, this phase is more about listening inward than reaching outward. The universe is asking you to trust what you feel instead of demanding immediate answers. Listen to this carefully. Silence does not mean nothing happened. Silence is often where the biggest decisions are made. And right now, the silence between you is charged with meaning. This message is for you if you've been feeling torn between holding on and letting go, between hope and acceptance. That tension exists because something is resolving. Stay till the end, because this is where emotional revelation softens the fear. The reason you'll feel their choice soon is because you are no longer energetically shielded from it. You've grown. You've awakened. You've stopped numbing yourself to your intuition. And that means truth reaches you faster now. Your heart needs this reminder right now because you are not being blindsided. You are being prepared. Don't scroll, because here's the part that brings peace. Whatever choice they made, it cannot override your destiny. It can only redirect the path toward what aligns with your highest good. If they chose courage, you'll feel warmth, openness, emotional closeness returning in unexpected ways. If they chose fear, you'll feel a quiet release, a subtle detachment, a sense that something no longer fits the way it used to. Either way, movement is coming. Listen to this moment closely. The universe never allows a soulmate's decision to leave you stuck. It always creates motion. And motion leads to clarity. Your heart needs this reminder right now because clarity is better than confusion, even when clarity changes things. Don't scroll away from this truth. You were never meant to stay in limbo. You were meant to be met in truth, whether that truth brings reunion or release. Stay till the end, because this is where faith replaces anxiety. You do not need to chase answers. You do not need to force conversations. You do not need to prepare for the worst. The universe is already handling what you cannot control. Listen to this carefully. When soulmates make choices in secret, the universe makes sure the other soul is not left in the dark for long. You will feel it first, understand it next, and see it confirmed last. That's the order of spiritual truth. Your heart needs this reminder right now because what's coming is not meant to break you. It's meant to free you. Don't scroll, because this is the cliffhanger written in alignment. The feeling you sense now is only the beginning. The truth will surface, but not in the way you expect, and when it does, you'll realize why you had to feel it before you heard it. Stay connected, like, share, and subscribe in this same divine flow, because messages like this arrive exactly when they're meant to, and the next one may reveal how this choice unfolds and what it means for the future your soul has already been preparing for. Don't scroll, stay right here with me, because what unfolds now explains why the feeling hasn't left you yet and why it's growing stronger instead of fading, and this message is for you in a way your heart needs this right now even if you're trying to stay grounded and logical. Listen to this carefully. When a soulmate makes a choice in secret, the energy of that decision doesn't arrive all at once. It moves in layers. First as restlessness. Then as emotional sensitivity. Then as clarity that feels almost too calm to trust. You may feel moments where you miss them deeply, followed by moments where you feel oddly detached, like something inside you already knows how this ends even if your mind hasn't caught up. Stay till the end, because this phase is where intuition sharpens and fear begins to loosen its grip. You are not meant to panic right now. You are meant to observe. The universe is slowing you down on purpose so you don't mistake emotional noise for truth. Listen to this moment closely. The reason you'll feel their choice before you hear about it is because soul connections operate beyond communication. Souls respond to intention, not explanation. And once a decision is made at that level, the energetic contract between you adjusts immediately. That adjustment is what you're sensing. It can show up as sudden tiredness, vivid dreams, emotional release, or even an unexpected sense of peace that doesn't make sense yet. Don't scroll away from this truth. Peace doesn't always mean nothing is happening. Sometimes it means something has already been decided. Your heart needs this reminder right now because you may be questioning whether you should still care this much. But caring is not the problem. Attachment to uncertainty is. And the universe is quietly dissolving that attachment for you. This message is for you if you've been feeling pulled inward lately, needing more alone time, feeling less interested in external distractions. That's not isolation. That's integration. Your soul is processing the shift so your life can move forward without resistance. Listen to this carefully. Angel numbers may continue appearing, but now they feel less urgent and more reassuring. 222 when you're being reminded to trust balance instead of extremes. 444 when you're being protected from acting impulsively. 555 when the universe is rearranging things behind the scenes so you don't stay stuck in limbo. These signs are not asking you to wait. They are asking you to trust timing. Don't scroll, because here's the part that brings emotional clarity. The secret choice your soulmate made does not determine your worth. It reveals their readiness. And readiness has nothing to do with how deeply someone feels and everything to do with how honestly they can live. You may realize now that you were always ahead emotionally, more open, more self-aware, more willing to face truth. That gap is what created tension. Not lack of love. Listen to this moment closely. You might feel moments of grief, not because something ended yet, but because you're seeing the reality of who they are right now. And grief is not weakness. It's acceptance beginning to take root. Your heart needs this reminder right now because acceptance is how peace enters. Don't scroll away from this knowing. The universe does not allow secret choices to remain hidden forever. Energy demands expression. Truth demands movement. And soon, what was decided quietly will surface in words, actions, or undeniable shifts. But by the time it does, you will already be steady. That's the gift of feeling it first. Listen to this carefully. You are being prepared emotionally so that when clarity arrives, it doesn't knock you off balance. It meets you where you already are. Stay till the end, because this is where destiny tightens alignment. The reason this choice happened now is because you are no longer meant to linger in uncertainty. Whether their decision leads toward reunion or release, it clears the path for what's next. And what's next is not confusion. It's direction. Don't scroll, because here's the emotional revelation that changes everything. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are waiting to see who is capable of walking beside the version of you that no longer settles for half-truths. And that awareness is powerful. Listen to this moment closely. You may notice that your standards feel clearer now. You're less willing to accept silence. Less impressed by potential. More drawn to consistency and presence. That's not you becoming cold. That's you becoming aligned. Your heart needs this reminder right now because alignment feels calm, not dramatic. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe is not testing your patience. It's rewarding your growth. The discomfort you felt earlier was the last resistance leaving your system. What remains is clarity that doesn't need validation. Stay with this feeling. Let it settle. Because when the truth of their choice finally reaches the surface, you won't feel shocked. You'll feel confirmed. And confirmation brings peace, not pain. Don't scroll, stay right here with me, because what you're experiencing now is the deepening of that invisible shift, and this message is for you in a way your heart needs this right now, even if you're trying to stay strong and composed on the outside. Listen to this carefully. After the first emotional waves pass, after the restlessness and sensitivity settle into something quieter, a deeper knowing begins to rise. It doesn't shout. It doesn't panic. It simply sits with you, steady and undeniable. You may find yourself less interested in guessing what they're doing and more curious about how you're feeling. That's not withdrawal. That's your soul stepping into clarity. Stay till the end, because this is the phase where destiny starts rearranging itself around your awareness. When a soulmate makes a choice in secret, the universe doesn't just send the energy outward. It sends it inward too, asking you to notice what no longer fits, what feels complete, and what you're ready to release. You might notice old emotional triggers don't hit the same way. Conversations about the past feel less charged. Even memories soften. Your heart needs this reminder right now because this softening isn't loss, it's integration. You're no longer resisting the truth your intuition already accepted. Listen to this moment closely. The reason you're feeling calmer is not because you stopped caring, but because your soul understands something your mind is still catching up to. Whatever choice they made, it shifted the path permanently. And permanence doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like quiet certainty. Don't scroll away from this truth. You are no longer suspended between hope and fear. You are standing in awareness. And awareness changes how everything feels. This message is for you if you've noticed that you're sleeping differently, dreaming more vividly, or waking up with emotions that don't seem connected to anything specific. Those are signs of emotional processing at a soul level. Your subconscious is releasing attachments that were tied to uncertainty. Listen to this carefully. Angel numbers may still appear, but now they feel like confirmations instead of warnings. 222 when you choose balance over emotional spirals. For 44 when you protect your peace even if it means letting silence remain unanswered. 1111 when you feel alignment with yourself, not anxiety about the future. These are signals that you are no longer being guided through confusion. You are being guided through acceptance. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You may notice that you're no longer tempted to chase clarity. You don't feel the same urge to reach out or check in. That doesn't mean you're closing your heart. It means your heart trusts that whatever is meant to meet you will not require pursuit. Your heart needs this reminder right now because love that is real doesn't need to hide behind secrecy forever. It comes forward when it's ready, or it fades when it's not. And either outcome honors your growth. Listen to this moment. The universe is creating space around you right now. Space to breathe. Space to think. Space to feel without pressure. That space might feel unfamiliar if you're used to emotional intensity, but it's not emptiness. It's preparation. Don't scroll away from this knowing. The reason you're being asked to sit with this calm is because something new cannot enter while you're still emotionally bracing for the old. Listen to this carefully. You may realize now that you were carrying more emotional weight than you acknowledged. Waiting. Hoping. Reading signs. Holding space for someone else's indecision. And as that weight lifts, you may feel lighter, but also slightly exposed, like you're standing without armor. That vulnerability is not weakness. It's readiness. Your heart needs this reminder right now because readiness attracts clarity. Don't scroll, because this is the emotional revelation that grounds everything. You are not meant to chase the outcome of someone else's secret choice. You are meant to live in alignment with the truth that choice revealed. And that truth is guiding you gently away from uncertainty and towards self-respect. Listen to this moment closely. You may feel moments of gratitude mixed with sadness. Gratitude for what the connection taught you. Sadness for what it couldn't become. Both can exist without canceling each other out. And holding both is emotional maturity. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe honors maturity by delivering peace. As you continue to stay grounded, you may notice subtle confirmations appearing in your life. Conversations that mirror your growth. Opportunities that require clarity. New connections that feel calm instead of intense. These are not distractions. They are responses. Your heart needs this reminder right now because life doesn't pause while you wait for answers. It moves forward, inviting you to move with it. Listen to this carefully. If the truth of their choice arrives soon, you will meet it with steadiness. If it takes longer, you will not feel stuck. That's because you've already integrated the outcome emotionally. And emotional integration is what frees you. Don't scroll, because destiny is aligning around the version of you that no longer waits in limbo. The universe is not asking you to forget them. It's asking you to remember yourself. And as you do that, the path ahead becomes clearer, quieter, and far more peaceful than anything uncertainty ever offered. Stay with this awareness. Let it anchor you. Because what's unfolding now is not an ending. It's a settling into truth that will guide every step you take from here forward. Don't scroll, stay right here with me, because what you are moving through now is the stage where the hidden choice begins to ripple into reality, and this message is for you in a way your heart needs this right now, even if you feel like you've already made peace with the uncertainty. Listen to this carefully. After awareness settles, after intuition quiets the panic, something else begins to happen. Your outer world starts subtly rearranging itself to match what has already shifted on a soul level. You may notice conversations changing, priorities shifting, or your attention naturally pulling away from what once consumed your thoughts. That's not you disconnecting from love. That's you aligning with truth. Stay till the end, because this is where the universe stops whispering and starts confirming. When a soulmate makes a choice in secret, the energy doesn't just affect emotions, it affects timing. Delays that once frustrated you begin to make sense. Missed connections reveal protection. Paths that felt blocked open in unexpected directions. And you start realizing that what felt like waiting was actually preparation. Your heart needs this reminder right now because preparation often feels like nothing is happening, when in reality everything is happening underneath. Listen to this moment closely. The reason this phase feels quieter is because your nervous system is finally out of survival mode. You are no longer bracing for impact. You are no longer scanning for signs with desperation. You are observing life with curiosity instead of fear. And that shift is powerful. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe does not bring you to this calm to take something away. It brings you here to make room. This message is for you if you've been feeling less reactive lately. Things that once would have sent you spiraling now pass through you with less resistance. That doesn't mean you don't care. It means you trust yourself. And self-trust is the foundation of everything that comes next. Listen to this carefully. Angel numbers may still appear, but now they show up as quiet affirmations rather than urgent warnings. 222 when you choose emotional balance over replaying the past. 444 when you hold your boundaries without guilt. 1111 when you feel aligned with who you are becoming, not anxious about what's coming. These are confirmations that you are no longer in the questioning phase. You are in the embodiment phase. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You may feel moments where you suddenly understand why things unfolded the way they did. Why conversations stalled. Why timing felt off. Why clarity didn't come when you wanted it. Understanding doesn't arrive as a dramatic realization. It arrives as a soft, oh. And that, oh, brings relief. Your heart needs this reminder right now because relief is a sign of truth landing gently. Listen to this moment. You are not being abandoned by destiny. You are being repositioned. The universe is adjusting your trajectory so that you don't have to keep choosing between hope and self-respect. And that repositioning may involve letting go of expectations you didn't realize you were still holding. Don't scroll away from this knowing. Letting go doesn't mean the connection wasn't real. It means it served its purpose. Some soul connections come to awaken you, not to stay forever. And awakening is never wasted. Listen to this carefully. You may notice that you're more present now. More engaged with your own life. More aware of opportunities that have nothing to do with waiting for someone else's decision. That's not distraction. That's empowerment. Your heart needs this reminder right now because empowerment doesn't feel loud. It feels steady. Don't scroll, because here's the emotional revelation that grounds everything. You are no longer energetically available for half choices. You are no longer open to being an option in someone else's uncertainty. And you didn't have to announce that boundary. Your energy said it naturally. Listen to this moment closely. If your soulmate's secret choice leads them toward truth and courage, they will meet you at this new level of clarity, not the old version of you who was waiting. And if they don't, you will not feel regret. You will feel understanding. That understanding is the gift of this phase. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe does not close doors to punish you. It closes them to protect the growth that's already happening inside you. And right now, your growth is visible energetically. That's why things are shifting without effort. Listen to this carefully. You may feel moments of stillness that feel almost sacred. Moments where you're not thinking about the future or the past. Just being. That presence is rare. And it's the state where aligned experiences find you easily. Your heart needs this reminder right now because you don't need to chase what's meant to meet you. Don't scroll, because destiny responds to grounded presence faster than it responds to longing. As you continue in this state, the truth of their choice will surface naturally. Through action. Through absence. Through words. Through clarity. And when it does, it will not feel like a shock. It will feel like confirmation of what you already knew deep down. Listen to this moment closely. You were never meant to be left in the dark. You were meant to feel your way into truth before it arrived. And now, you are ready. Ready to receive clarity without losing yourself. Ready to move forward without bitterness. Ready to accept love that doesn't require guessing. Don't scroll away from this final knowing. The universe is not asking you to wait longer. It's asking you to live fully where you are now. And as you do that, everything else will align accordingly. This chapter is unfolding exactly as it needs to, not to test you, but to free you. Don't scroll, stay right here with me, because what you are stepping into now is the most revealing phase of all, and this message is for you in a way your heart needs this right now, even if you think you've already accepted whatever is coming. Listen to this carefully. After the quiet rearranging, after the internal settling, after the calm that felt almost unfamiliar, something deeper begins to surface. It's not noise. It's truth rising without force. You may notice that your emotions are no longer arguing with each other. There's less inner debate, less back and forth between hope and doubt. Instead, there's a steady awareness that feels grounded, like your soul has already adjusted to what your life is becoming. Stay till the end, because this is where the universe shows you why you had to feel everything before you could understand it. When your soulmate made that secret choice, it didn't just affect the connection between you. It activated a chain reaction inside you, nudging you toward emotional independence, clarity, and self-respect at a level you hadn't fully embodied before. And now, you're standing in the aftermath of that activation. Your heart needs this reminder right now because growth often feels like stillness, not motion. You may notice that you're no longer waiting for a sign from them. You're no longer checking for subtle cues or interpreting silence. That's because your soul has already registered the outcome energetically. Even if words haven't arrived yet, the decision has already landed inside you. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe never leaves a soul in suspense once it's ready to move forward. Listen to this moment closely. You may feel moments of compassion toward them without wanting to re-enter the dynamic. That's not weakness. That's maturity. You can care without carrying. You can understand without staying. And that balance is something you didn't have before this experience. This message is for you if you've noticed that your boundaries feel quieter but firmer. You don't need to announce them. You simply live by them. That's what happens when your nervous system learns what safety feels like. Listen to this carefully. Angel numbers may still be appearing, but now they come as reassurance rather than instruction. 222 when you're choosing peace over emotional speculation. For 44, when you're standing firm in your self-worth even when old patterns try to pull you back. 555, when life begins shifting in ways that don't revolve around this connection anymore. These are signs that you are no longer in the waiting room of destiny. You are walking down a new hallway. Don't scroll, because this part matters deeply. You may feel a sense of closure forming without a conversation. And that can feel strange if you're someone who values communication. But closure doesn't always come from dialogue. Sometimes it comes from alignment. When your inner world and outer expectations finally match, the need for explanation fades. Your heart needs this reminder right now because not every ending requires a discussion. Some require acceptance. Listen to this moment. You may start seeing the connection more clearly now, not through nostalgia, but through truth. You see where things were uneven. Where you were more emotionally available. Where you were more willing to grow. Where you were more honest. And seeing that doesn't make you bitter. It makes you free. Don't scroll away from this knowing. Freedom doesn't mean the connection didn't matter. It means it no longer controls you. The universe is honoring that shift by bringing your attention back to yourself, your life, your goals, your peace. Listen to this carefully. You may notice that your energy is attracting different kinds of people now. Conversations feel easier. Respect feels mutual. You're less tolerant of ambiguity and more drawn to clarity. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. Your heart needs this reminder right now because resonance is how destiny communicates alignment. Don't scroll, because here's the emotional revelation that grounds everything. The secret choice your soulmate made did not take something away from you. It returned something to you. Yourself. Your emotional autonomy. Your clarity. Your ability to love without losing balance. And that return is priceless. Listen to this moment closely. You are no longer asking the universe, what if? You are asking, what's next? And that shift in question changes the answer completely. The universe responds to readiness, not longing. And you are ready now. Don't scroll away from this truth. As you continue moving forward, the truth of their choice will likely become visible in simple ways. A message that feels different. A silence that finally makes sense. An action that confirms what you already knew. And when that confirmation arrives, it will not destabilize you. It will validate you. Your heart needs this reminder right now because validation that comes when you're grounded feels peaceful, not overwhelming. Listen to this carefully. You are not being led away from love. You are being led toward a healthier expression of it. One that does not require secrecy, testing, or emotional waiting rooms. One that meets you openly, honestly, and consistently. Don't scroll, because destiny responds quickly to self-alignment. The more you choose yourself without closing your heart, the faster life rearranges to support that choice. You may notice opportunities, ideas, or connections emerging that feel unrelated to this situation. They are related. They are filling the space that clarity created. Listen to this moment closely. You are no longer the person who waits in emotional limbo. You are someone who understands that love should add to your life, not pause it. And that understanding changes everything. don't scroll away from this final knowing. This phase is not about what they chose. It's about what you are choosing now. And you are choosing peace, clarity, and alignment. Stay with this energy. Let it carry you forward. Because what comes next will not need to be felt in secret. It will be lived openly, confidently, and without question. Don't scroll, stay right here with me, because what unfolds now is the moment where everything finally clicks into place, and this message is for you in a way your heart needs this right now, even if you feel like you've already made peace with whatever truth is coming. Listen to this carefully. After the quiet acceptance, after the emotional settling, after the sense that something has already ended internally, the universe brings you into the phase of embodied knowing. This is where you stop analyzing the choice your soulmate made and start living from the clarity it created. You may notice that you're no longer asking yourself what they meant, what they felt, or what they decided. Instead, you're noticing how steady you feel in your own body. That steadiness is not accidental. It's the sign that your soul has fully integrated the lesson and is ready to move forward without dragging old questions along. Stay till the end, because this is where destiny stops testing your awareness and starts rewarding your alignment. When a soulmate makes a choice in secret, and you feel it before you hear it, the universe gives you a gift most people never receive: emotional preparedness. You are not blindsided. You are not shattered. You are not scrambling for answers. You are grounded. And that grounding changes how everything unfolds next. Your heart needs this reminder right now because being prepared emotionally is not the same as being closed. It means you're present without being vulnerable to confusion. Listen to this moment closely. You may notice that your reactions to life feel different now. Situations that once would have unsettled you no longer do. You're less reactive, more discerning. You can sense misalignment quickly without needing proof. That's not you becoming guarded. That's you becoming clear. Don't scroll away from this truth. Clarity is what allows love to arrive without chaos. This message is for you if you've started trusting your intuition more than external validation. If you're choosing rest over rumination. If you're noticing that your energy feels cleaner, lighter, less tied to outcomes. Those are signs that the cord between you and uncertainty has been released. Listen to this carefully. Angel numbers may still appear, but now they feel like acknowledgments instead of instructions. 222 when you feel emotionally balanced in moments that used to trigger you. 444 when you feel protected in decisions that once scared you. 1111 when you sense alignment without anticipation or anxiety. These signs are confirmations that you are no longer waiting for clarity. You are living inside it. Don't scroll, because this matters deeply. You may feel moments where you suddenly understand that the connection served its purpose perfectly. Not because it ended the way you hoped, but because it brought you to yourself in a way nothing else could. You learned discernment. You learned emotional self-trust. You learned the difference between intensity and intimacy. And those lessons are now embodied, not just understood intellectually. Your heart needs this reminder right now because embodiment is the final stage of healing. Listen to this moment. You are no longer replaying the past to extract meaning. Meaning has already integrated. You are no longer rehearsing conversations that may never happen. You don't need them. Closure has arrived through alignment, not explanation. Don't scroll away from this knowing. The universe does not always give answers in words. Sometimes it gives answers in peace. And peace is the loudest confirmation you can receive. Listen to this carefully. You may feel a renewed sense of curiosity about your life now. About what excites you. About what feels expansive. About what you want to build next. That curiosity is the universe nudging you forward. It's saying, you're ready. Not ready to forget, but ready to live fully again without carrying emotional weight that isn't yours anymore. Your heart needs this reminder right now because readiness doesn't feel dramatic. It feels calm, grounded, and quietly confident. Don't scroll, because here's the emotional revelation that completes everything. The secret choice your soulmate made did not determine your future. It clarified it. It showed you what you will no longer tolerate, what you will no longer wait for, and what kind of love you are now available for. And that availability is magnetic. Listen to this moment closely. You are now aligned with love that communicates openly, chooses clearly, and shows up consistently. You are aligned with experiences that add to your peace instead of testing it. And because of that alignment, life begins to respond differently. People meet you with more respect. Opportunities feel more natural. Decisions feel easier. Don't scroll away from this truth. The universe responds to self-respect faster than it responds to longing. You are no longer longing. You are choosing. And choosing yourself does not close the door to love. It opens the right one. Listen to this carefully. If the truth of their choice becomes visible now, it will feel like confirmation, not disruption. You will not feel the urge to fix, convince, or wait. You will simply see clearly. And seeing clearly is freedom. Your heart needs this reminder right now because freedom is not the absence of connection. It's the presence of choice. Don't scroll, because destiny is meeting you at this level of awareness. What comes next will not arrive through secrecy or silence. It will arrive through openness, mutual effort, and emotional safety. And when it does, you will recognize it instantly, not because it feels intense, but because it feels right. Listen to this moment closely. You are no longer energetically available for relationships that require you to doubt yourself. You are available for love that feels steady, reciprocal, and honest. That shift is not subtle to the universe. It is powerful. And it is answered. Don't scroll away from this final knowing. You didn't lose anything by feeling the choice before you heard it. You gained clarity, strength, and alignment. And those are the foundations of the next chapter of your life. This chapter doesn't need to be announced. It's already happening. And as you continue forward, grounded and awake, you will realize that what once felt like uncertainty was simply the universe clearing the path for something far more aligned to finally meet you where you stand now.